You are listening to the Mark Lesko Podcast, a podcast by diehard fans for fans. Mark covers all things Penn State football and the Pittsburgh Steelers, as well as anything related to the sports and fitness world. Tune in weekly to listen to a couple of dedicated fans talk about these topics without filters. Thank you for listening to the Mark Lesko Podcast.
Here we go, Steelers. Here we go, man. Oh, man, that's such a good result. I was dead on with our score. I wasn't right on them at all. Wow. Oh, man. Now, before we completely go celebratory mode, let's just pump the brakes a little bit because we don't know the severity of Aaron Rodgers' injury. We don't know the severity of Jaylen Warren's injury. I know that Eccles kept getting hurt. I saw that all the different plays he had. He kept saying that he was injured during the play. I don't know if he's hurt completely, but again, that's another cornerback that you got to worry about. Listen, aside from all that, we finally won this game. I said have more points than the other team. What more can I ask for? This was absolutely the result we needed to see. We did need to see that this game was won 34-12. I cannot believe that we had 1, 2, 3, 4 game. They just absolutely took care of business. Defensively, they showed up in the second half of that game. I was very much concerned when I saw that score was 13-9 going into the half, thinking, oh, God, too close. We can't have this game go this way. But we did manage to figure things out. Joe Flacco had one bad play, and Duggar made him pay for it. And that's exactly what you need to have for a momentum push. And everything went that way. And when I saw in the second half that Mason Rudolph came out for Aaron, I mean, I was thinking, okay, are they just doing trick plays? But then I saw that he was actually being put in the game completely. And I heard that Aaron got hurt. And when you watched how the second half kind of went with the game, I'm not saying that we were doing anything different or it felt, better or worse, but they did look a lot different. They really did. I felt like a lot of things went smoother. I mean, Kenneth Gainwell just came alive in the second half after Jaylen went down. He really stepped up. And, I mean, we got to say kudos to having the next man up mentality. Two guys like Jaylen for Kenneth Gainwell and Mason Rudolph. Guys, you could not expect Mason coming in at any point in time this season when Aaron Rodgers is present. But apparently he got hurt. He inserted himself, and he made everything look pretty darn good. I was very much impressed with how he just inserted himself in that game. And DK was making big plays. Darnell Washington, I mean, that awesome run that he had when he was just plowing guys over like he was a freaking snow plow. Oh, my gosh, just incredible. Yeah, you're just looking at great highlights. And you see in that pick six, that was, of course, the turning point. And then the fumble recovery, again, defense doing everything they possibly could to keep them in this game. They were doing great things. And then the offense did enough that they weren't making any big mistakes. But, if you look at the final, all the stats here, the big thing that's got to stick out to your mind, Joe Flacco had a really, really bad game, guys. I mean, 23 for 40. I don't know if that's a combination of the defense keeping him on his toes or the just performed terribly. But, yeah, 199 yards. Yeah, that's showing the 40-year-old version of what we thought Flacco was supposed to look like. And the thing about it, again, guys, that's still a problem. Again, you can't really say that, you feel really great about this game because, again, Chase Brown, look at this, 18 carries, 99 yards. That's averaging about 5-6 yards a carry, and that's not good. You cannot allow that to happen. You can't say that you're a team trying to make playoffs or go somewhere in the postseason if you're going to be doing this. That's still something that needs to be addressed. But, on the other side of it, yeah, Aaron had his day, 116 yards, a touchdown. And then in the second half, Mason, again, 12 for 16, 127 yards. I think that for just a half, if you make that two halves, that would make it 24 for 32. And if you double that again, that's 254 yards. I mean, that would sound like a pretty darn good day to me. Mason just looked very calm, very cool and collected in the pocket. I very much appreciated everything he did. He averaged about 10, 12 yards a throw. That is something you also, again, you want to see that very much from the backup, and he really stepped up. Could not be happier for the guy. I mean, Jalen, up until he got hurt, averaging 6 yards a carry. Kenneth really wasn't getting it going. His longest was 12 yards, but passing, Kenneth went nuts. He had how many? I mean, his average catch was like 10, 12 yards a catch, and he had 2 touchdowns from it. Wow. That's, again, what you look and see, 8 targets, 7 for 8. I mean, that's fantastic. Darnell was 4 for 5 with his catches, 67. That one big catch he had really set the tone for them moving the ball down the field. And again, that's really what you want to see from guys like him. He was great. And Pat, notorious for the Bengals killer, he only had the 1 catch and for 19 yards. I was very surprised to see that Darnell took over. And again, you're seeing very much a different number when you see, again, I said to have 8 to 10 targets for DK, and he only had the 5 catches, 49 yards. Again, nothing that impressive. It's very much a back and forth subject with me. When I see my WR1, again, is really limited on the yards and limited on catching. And, you wonder, is that going to ever be a improvement? Like, can that be fixed now? We'll find out, but the schedule don't get any easier. And, you look at the whole scope of things. I mean, this is right here the big thing, guys. You had Jamar Chase held to only 3 catches on 10 targets. Holy crap, that is bad. 3 for 10, only 30 yards. I mean, either he was getting swallowed up and they weren't calling plays on GPJ or whoever was covering him, or they just were that bad throws. Again, it looks like a combination of both, because when you have that kind of day from Joe Flacco, you just can't expect him to be doing anything impressive. Like, that's really bad, guys. Between Higgins and Chase, like, that's what you need. You needed to see that kind of performance. Take both of them away, essentially. That was unbelievable. 8 targets, 3 catches for T. And Jamar Chase and him combined had 6 catches, and they had 18 targets between them. That is unbelievable statistics. So great on the defensive side. I mean, if I look at everything that went down, I mean, Patrick Queen did show up. I mean, Peyton Wilson, I mean, not that great. I mean, no solos for Cam. I mean, Jalen, before he got ejected, oh my goodness, we gotta love it. I mean, the troublemaker, what are you gonna do? I mean, he's notorious. Jabril Peppers had an okay day. James Pierre had a really good day, that fumble recovery. Again, Kyle, I mean, the numbers aren't really speaking that. It's like, oh, they had such a great day. But Nick Herbig had a sack. Did they have a sack? Yeah, Miles Murphy, this was a sack. That was such a bad sack, too. I remember that, too. 11 yards lost for Aaron. Yeah, it's just, hey, what up, buddy? Look, it's everything you're hoping for with this game. That was the end result for it. I'm very happy to see what they did. They, again, stepping up and going the whole distance with that game. For everyone who had to go down and carry it, like, that's really all you can ask for. But, yes, I have to keep bringing it up. This was not a game that you just get all too excited about, because even though they did take advantage of the turnovers, they just did not show any kind of real stride. I mean, there was no big plays downfield. Like, again, that's something that needs to be addressed. And I don't know how you're going to address it with that type of result. I mean, there's no consistency. I don't know if it's the play calling still. I don't know if it's the personnel, what it is, but they are just really struggling to find an identity. Now, defensively, they had the turnovers and they took advantage of it. So, yes, I'm very happy to see that they did do that. But you got to also look at what's coming ahead, and can they do this with other teams? I hope so. I mean, it's definitely what you don't want to see from them, but that's really what it comes down to, guys. So in the end, I'm happy that we got the win, but there's still a lot of things that need to be cleaned up. So with my last bit of things to wrap it up, let me just go through a recap of what's going on in the NFL. Currently, you're seeing the Rams taking on the Seahawks, beating them 14-3. So far, that prediction's not going my favor. I I was going back and forth, and I decided to go with the Seahawks. And yes, I knew that was going to be a tough one to go through, but hey, what are you going to do? And then the 49ers, they're beating the Cardinals. I did call that. The Ravens are up on the Browns 3-0, but they're right now in the red zone getting ready to score against the Ravens. Again, it's crazy how this weeks can go on inconsistently. You never know. And yes, the Broncos are beating the Chiefs right now. Now the Dolphins beating the Commanders. That's just garbage. It just is. The fact that the Commanders just have absolutely nothing to play for, yet the Dolphins somehow find a way to win. It was like all they needed to do was catch that ball, and they muffed the ball, and the Dolphins recovered it, and they win that game. Just, hey, it can happen to anybody. The Panthers beating the Falcons. Wow. That is such a shocking score. I mean, you would never think that the Panthers would be able to put up 30 points on anybody, but yeah, they showed up, and good for them. Bills, they beat the Bucks, like I said. The Texans did just squeak out that win against the Titans, but hey, win's a win, right, in the NFL. And the Bears did beat the Vikings, like I said. Packers beat the Giants. I did call that. But, oh, my goodness, look at this surprise. The Jaguars destroyed the Chargers. Oh, my goodness, what in the heck happened in this game? Wow, Justin Herbert completely went MIA in this game. Oh, my goodness, they just totally took him out of the game. I mean, Trevor didn't do all that much either, but it was all rushing touchdowns for the Jaguars. Shoo. That's unbelievable. Shoo. Yeah, they took care of everybody in that game. I can't believe that. What they did to us last week, can't believe they didn't score. Wow. But yeah, then the Patriots, like I said, we already recapped that. And then tomorrow night's game, we still have tonight's. Yeah, it's a pretty crazy weekend so far in the NFL. But hey, I love seeing what I saw from them guys. It's, again, you can't ask much more from the circumstances. I mean, it was all going downhill, guys. It really was. The fact that these players, they had to adjust, had to show up, really kind of be on the fly, and they were able to figure it out. Oh, I mean, what more can be said, guys? It was nice to see the win. Now we do have, I believe, the Bears next week. I mean, let me just take a quick look here at the schedule. All right, so if I bring this up here. So, yeah, we got the Bears. We're going to the Bears next week. And then we're going to be home for the Bills. And then we're going to be at the Ravens. And then we come back home against the Dolphins for Monday Night Football. I mean, realistically, are you looking at potentially a 3-1 record? I mean, realistically, you could say 2-2 seems reasonable. And even if that were the case, then that would put you at 8-6, or what would that know? It's currently 6-4 right now. So, yeah, 8-6 would be right. Yeah, I mean, would that put us in the mix for the top 10? I mean, I personally don't see that. I mean, guys, there's just way too many questions at this very moment as to what exactly is this team's identity. Like, their entire makeup is just like, we have players, they show up, maybe not. It's too inconsistent. It's really tough. I mean, I'm glad that we got the win, but these situations and this setup, it's unfortunate that we just don't know how to really move forward with this, because now we have another person, making all the plays. I mean, potentially, we don't know the severity again of all these injuries. Until we know that, that's really what we have to go off of. So I'm hopeful that this is like the direction they're going to be in. And again, you have to give their props, and you showed up when it mattered. So in the end, it's a great win. It's nice to see, but guys, just try your darndest to stay positive with the news, and hopefully you get good vibes with the athletic trainers, and we get some good news coming forward. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. We're currently at 6-4. We're still atop the division. You got to take the positives where you can find them. So until the next time, guys, I hope you enjoy yourselves. Until then, here we go, Steelers, guys.